Good morning to all of you. Very good morning to all of you. By the grace of great God and great Vaheguru, we will start the today's topic. The topic is laser. The topic is laser. The topic name is laser. So yesterday we have discussed the introduction about the laser. Yesterday we have discussed the introduction about the laser. What is the full meaning of laser? What is the full meaning of laser? Can anybody tell? Light amplification by stimulated emission of. Please एक synchronize कीजिए, एक ही बात में इसको बोलिए प्लीज. Patience please. Light amplification by stimulated emission of. So yesterday we have discussed the basic two terms about the laser, about basically how it works. So the very first term is we have discussed the excitation. Excitation or stimulated absorption. Okay, we have discussed this term. And secondly, we have discussed the term spontaneous emission. We discussed the spontaneous emission. What is the basic difference between the term the spontaneous and stimulated? The spontaneous means any effect which is occurring without the help of any external help, without the help of any external agency, is called a spontaneous. And what do you mean by the stimulated term? The term with the process, any process which occurs by the help of the external agency is called a stimulated one. And in the laser, the spontaneous emission, the stimulated emission dominates. The stimulated emission dominates. So we have seen that an atom consists of a discrete energy levels. Let us start from the we have two energy levels, E1 and E2. E1 and the energy difference between the two energy levels is called a band gap. It's called the band gap, Eg, which is equal to E2 minus E1. Eg is equal to E2 minus E1. From the input side, we have a source. Which is continuously supplying to the photons, which is continuously supplying a photon to the atoms in the ground state. This is called a ground state. And this is called a excited state. What is the lifetime of the atoms in the ground state? What is the lifetime of the atom in the excited state? Very short. How much? Of the order of 10 to the power minus 8 to 10 to the power minus 10. So of the order of 10 to the power minus 8 to 10 to the power minus 10 seconds. So what happened? This source which is installed at the input side is called a pumping source. So what is the basic mechanism of the pumping? Pumping means it is continuously providing energy. It is a continuously providing energy to the atoms which are present in the ground state, so that they can excite from ground state to the excited state. See, this is called a incident photon. E2 minus E1 is equal to hν. ठीक है? Only photon of this energy, this band gap energy will promote the electron from ground state to the excited state. Once the electron get excited, transferred from ground state to the excited state, what will happen? What is the next process? What is the next process? See, excited state has a very short lifetime. After some time, the atoms will automatically comes back to the ground state without help of any external agency, and a photon is emitted, which is happening due to a spontaneous emission. इस फोटोन की एनर्जी और इस फोटोन की एनर्जी क्या होगी? सेम होगी. ठीक है, both the photons have the same energy of the energy h nu. The very important term that behind that is behind working is the spontaneous emission is the spontaneous emission is the meaningless. Sorry, the spontaneous emission is the random process. It is a random process. See, just like the ordinary source of light, just like a ordinary source of light, the photons are emitting. The photons are emitting in all directions. The photons are emitting in all random directions. They have no any phase correlation. They have no. They hardly have any phase correlation among them, just like a ordinary source of light. But in the laser, the process is not a random. The process is not a random. So we will discuss the property in the next, few lectures. What is the basic property which is behind working the phase coil? Okay, and that property is called the coherence property. It's called the coherence property. So till now we have discussed the terms. Okay, so it means for this phenomena, this is called the absorption phenomenon. This is called the absorption phenomena. So I will take the term RA. I will take the term RA. What do you mean by RA? RA means rate of absorption. RA means rate of absorption. It means rate of absorption depends on which term? Can you tell me? See, rate of absorption depends upon two terms. One, there should be a number of atoms which are present in the ground state. Second, the number of photons. Second, the number of photons. And in the scientific way, we will call the number of photons is called the energy density. It is called the energy density. It means RA is proportional to number of atoms in ground state. And the second is energy density. And is the energy density, which is called a rho nu. So I can write it as that is RA is proportional to N1 into and out. Okay, R is proportional to N1 into, what is N1? N1 is the number of atoms per unit volume in the ground state. And what is rho nu? Rho nu is called the energy density. Energy density of this photon or radiation. The second process that is happening is spontaneous emission. It means I will take the term RSP. RSP. What do you mean by RSP? RSP means rate of spontaneous emission. So on what factor rate of spontaneous emission will depend? It will only depend upon the number of atoms in the ground state. Nothing more. RA is only proportional to the number of atoms in the ground state. Because for the spontaneous emission, there is no need of energy density. There is no need of external agency. The beauty of the spontaneous emission is that it works only by its own independent way. Okay? It does not require any external help. So till now, these are the scientific equations, okay, which are responsible for the absorption and spontaneous emission. Now we will discuss the stimulated emission. Have you noted that or not?
Yes, sir.
You are 5 star. Stimulated emission. This is very important point, okay, which is completely responsible for the laser to see. So what is the stimulated emission, that we will discuss. So for that, I have to again draw an energy level diagram. This is E1. This is E2. This is E2 minus E1 is equal to H nu. Okay. This is called a ground state. This is called a excited state. Okay. What is the lifetime of the ground state? Infinity. What is the lifetime of this excited state? Of the order of 10 to the power minus 8 to 10 to the power minus 10 second. Okay. So there is a one phenomena which is happening, that is called a spontaneous emission. emitting phenomena which is happening is called a stimulated emission. ठीक है, प्लीज नोट इट. So please write the 2 lines for the stimulated emission. Please give a heading. Please give a heading. Stimulated emission. An atom in the excited state. 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 dxi2. Lower energy state. An atom in the excited state. dxi2 lower energy state. Now use the right hand. When a photon of energy equal to difference in energy of the two levels is incident on it. When a photon of energy equal to difference in energy of the two levels is incident on it. This kind of emission is called as stimulated emission. This kind of emission is called as stimulated emission. This kind of emission is called a stimulated emission. Now we will understand the mechanism which is working behind the stimulated emission. Okay, have you write or not? लिख लिया आपने? Should I proceed or not? Yes, sir. Okay. See, when the atoms are in the ground excited state, see, some of the atoms de-excite automatically. Some of the atoms de-excite spontaneously. ठीक है? And give rise to a emission of energy, which is called a spontaneous emission. But there are atoms which are not de-excite spontaneously. Actually, what happens? This band gap energy, this difference of band gap energy photon, this photon basically stimulates this band gap energy photon stimulates the electrons or the atoms which are present in the excited state to de-excite. When this band gap energy photon, when this difference of band gap energy photon will stimulate to this photons to come back to the ground state, what will happen? Then emission is there. What will happen? Then emission is there, and this emission is called a stimulated emission. I'll give you the simple example of the real life. Like from the class, if one person wants to watch the movie, okay, one student wants to see the movie. What will happen? He will stimulate to the second person. Let us go for the movie. It means जो दूसरे का मूवी देखना है वो किस पे डिपेंडेंट है? पहले पर. तो इसका मतलब पहले आदमी ने. It means the first person stimulate to the second student to watch for a movie. So it means to watching the movie for the first person is a spontaneous phenomenon, and watching the movie for a second person is a stimulated phenomenon. Similarly, this band gap energy photon stimulate this atom to de-excite from higher energy level to the lower energy level. When it stimulate, what will happen? Emission will be there. And that emission is called a stimulated emission. See, the basic difference between the spontaneous emission and the stimulated emission is that it is a random process. See, spontaneous emission is a random process, but it is basically photon is going in a particular direction. and it is supposed to be a phase coordinate. It is supposed to be a phase coordinate. So I have taken a I have taken the single atom example. So there are number of photons. So there are a number of photons and number of atoms which are present in the excited state. When all those atoms de-excite simultaneously, what will happen? A beam of stimulated emission, a beam of a highly intense beam of stimulated emission will be evolved, and that beam is called a stimulated emission. So if I have to take the mathematical equation for the rate of stimulated emission, so what I will use, RST will depend upon number of atoms in the excited state and energy density. Shabash, and energy density. So it means RST is proportional to N2 into rho nu. N2 into, ठीक है. स्टिमुलेटर विजन आपको समझ आया? ठीक है. See, I'll tell you again. एक कोई भी बंदा कोई क्लास में जा रहा है कि आप उसी वॉच द मूवी, ठीक है, उसका मूवी देखना वो क्या है, स्पॉन्टेनियस फिनोमेना. क्या भाई? स्पॉन्टेनियस फिनोमेना. तो वो अपने साथ वाले पर्सन को क्या कहता है कि स्टिमुलेट करता है, भाई तू भी मेरे साथ चल, आप भी मेरे साथ मूवी देखने चलो. तो सेकंड पर्सन का मूवी देखना क्या है, वो क्या है, स्टिमुलेटेड फिनोमेना. वो क्या है, स्टिमुलेटेड फिनोमेना. तो इसका मतलब एक फोटोन क्या करता है, द सिंगल फोटोन विल स्टिमुलेट द एटम्स in the excited state which are present in the excited state to stimulate and de-excite to the lower energy level. ठीक है. तो इसका मतलब एक फोटोन से एक एटम को स्टिमुलेट किया, कितने नंबर ऑफ फोटोन जनरेट हुए, 2 फोटोन. कितने हुए, 2 फोटोन. तो वो दो क्या करेंगे, आगे दो आदमी क्या करेंगे, they will further stimulate to the next 2 person to come along with them. ठीक है. 1 से 2 हुए, 2 से कितने हुए, 4 क्या करेंगे फिर, 8 से 16 से 32. So similarly one spontaneous photon will stimulate the atoms in the excited state, and 2 photons will be there. Initially what are the number of photons, 2. So 2 will stimulate further another 2 atoms in the excited state. So 2 into 2, 4. 4 atoms will further stimulates to the further 4 atoms in the excited state, 8, 16, 32. It means at the end of the day, how many number of photons we are getting? We are getting 2 raised to power n. We are getting 2 raised to power n number of photons in the stimulated emission. Are you getting the point? So this is the basic difference between the spontaneous emission and stimulated emission. So spontaneous emission is happening without the help of any external agency, but stimulated emission is happening with the help of the external agency. And in this case, what is the external agency? This is the external agency. The atoms which are present in the excited state, they come back to the ground state with the help of this band gap energy. When this band gap energy photon stimulate these atoms in the excited state, then and only then they will come along or de-excite to the lower energy level simultaneously. The word I am using, the simultaneously. This is very important point. Okay? Because when they simultaneously de-excite, a highly intense beam will be generated, and that highly intense beam is called a stimulated emission. Okay? Are you getting the point? So it means which factor is dominating factor in the laser? Stimulated emission. Stimulated emission is the dominating factor in the laser rather than the spontaneous emission. So we will do the mathematical equation. We will derive the mathematical equation and we will find the Einstein coefficient for that. Let us see what are the Einstein coefficient and what is the relation between the RA, RST and RSP. So let us start. First of all, write let rho nu is the. Please write let rho nu is the. First of all, make the energy level diagram. First of all, make the energy level diagram again. First of all, make the energy level diagram. This is called as stimulated emission. This is called as spontaneous emission. This is called as incident photon. This is E1. Okay. So rho nu is the radius of this photon. Rho nu is the radius of this incident radiation. Please write. Let rho nu is the energy density per unit frequency. Energy density per unit frequency of the incident radiation. Let rho nu is the energy density per unit frequency. Energy density per unit frequency of the incident radiation. H nu is equal to E2 minus E1. Give it equation number 1. H nu is equal to E2 minus E1. देखो energy of photon H nu, energy of photon H nu, energy जैसे लिख लो photon of energy H nu, ऐसे लिख लो photon of energy H nu will excite the electron from ground state E1 to the excited state E2. A photon of energy H nu will promote the electron from ground state E1 to the excited state E2. Okay. Next point लिखिए. Let RA is the rate of absorption. Let RA be the rate of absorption. Let RA be the rate of absorption per unit volume. Then according to Einstein, it depends upon N1. Then according to Einstein, it depends upon N1 and rho nu. So what is the equation we will get? We will get the equation RA is proportional to N1 into rho. Okay. Now I will write this equation as RA is equal to, I will eliminate this constant of this proportional sign. RA is equal to B12 N1 rho. I use the symbol B12. 12 means electron is promoting from, atom is promoting from E1 to E2. So please write where B12 is constant of proportionality, where B1 is called constant of proportionality or Einstein, please use the red pen, or Einstein coefficient for stimulated emission or absorption. A stands for absorption. Okay. Electron is promoting from low energy to the higher energy, ground state to the excited state. B12 is called Einstein coefficient for stimulated absorption. See, if B12 is large, what will happen? See, if B12 is large, then RA will also be large. This implies RA will also be large. because both are proportional to each other. Both are proportional to each other. If this quantity increases, it means RA also increases. RA also increases. Okay, what is RA? Rate of absorption. Rate of absorption per unit volume. It means define B12. Give the heading define B12. The question can be come in 1 or 2 marks, or it can be come in the Viva. Define B12. What is B12? What is B12? It is a Einstein coefficient. It is a Einstein coefficient for the stimulated absorption. What is B12? It is a Einstein coefficient for the stimulated absorption. What is B? Please write. It is the probability of. It is the probability of. B12 is the probability. B12 is the probability of the absorption. B12 is the probability. B12 is the probability of absorption of a radiation by a substance. B12 is the probability. B12 is the probability of the absorption of a radiation. B12 is the probability of absorption of a radiation by a substance. So we have defined the first concept, stimulated absorption in terms of mathematics, in terms of Einstein mathematics. Now we will define the spontaneous emission. We will define the spontaneous emission. Please write, let RSP what is RSP? RSP is the rate of spontaneous emission. What is RSP? RSP is the rate of spontaneous emission per unit volume. Please write, let RSP be the rate of spontaneous emission per unit volume. So mathematically, RSP will be dependent upon RSP is proportional to N2 only. RSP is proportional to N2 only, because by definition, spontaneous emission is an emission which is happening without the help of any external agency, without the help of any external energy density, rho nu. So RSP is proportional to N2. Please eliminate this proportional sign, so it will be A21 N2. I use the term 2-1. What does mean? What's the meaning of 2-1? 2-1 means electron is coming from level 2 to level 1. Level 2 is a higher energy level, which is called excited state, and level 1 is called the ground state, which is called a lower energy state. So give the equation number 3. What is A21? It is the Einstein coefficient for the spontaneous emission. It is the Einstein coefficient for the. See, please write A21 is the. Please write A21 is the. A21 is the Einstein coefficient. Einstein coefficient for spontaneous emission. Einstein coefficient for the spontaneous emission. Now define A21. Give the heading define A21. So you can make the definition by yourself also. What's the definition of A21? It represents the probability of please write. It represents the probability of. It represents the probability of spontaneous de-excitation. It represents the probability of spontaneous de-excitation by a substance. Question number 3. It represents the probability of spontaneous de-excitation. It represents the probability of spontaneous de-excitation by a substance. And the last but not least is the stimulated emission. Now we will define the stimulated emission. Please define, let RSP What is RST, friends? What is RST? RST is the rate of stimulated emission. Please write. Rate of stimulated emission per unit What is RST? RST is called a rate of, it is very important, it is a very important term. RST is the rate of stimulated emission per unit volume. Please define mathematically this symbol RST. So RST is proportional to, friends, RST is proportional to which? And to, for RST to happen, what do you think are required? Atoms in the excited states, plus energy density, energy density of band gap energy, So RST is proportional to N2 multiplied by rho. Eliminate this constant. RST is equal to, what will happen? This is when B2 1 rho B21 into N2 rho nu. Give it the question number 4. And down. Now you need not to cram the things, just try to understand, just try to grasp the concept, and automatically the things will be quite easy. So RST is equal to B21 N2 into rho nu. Now what is B21? What is B21? It is the Einstein coefficient for the stimulated emission. Please write. B21 is the Einstein coefficient. B21 is the Einstein coefficient for the stimulated emission. Now the next term is define B21. Define B21. Einstein coefficient for the stimulated emission. Now the next one is define B21. Please give the heading, define B21. So what is the definition of B21? It represents the probability of stimulated de-excitation. It represents the probability of stimulated emission or de-excitation, you can say stimulated emission by a substance. De-excitation or emission, one and same thing, by a substance. Okay. So till now we have got the three mathematical equations. One is for the RSRA, that is for the stimulated absorption, and another term is spontaneous emission, that is called RSP. In the last but not least is the RST, which is called a rate of stimulated emission. Now we will combine. See, at thermal equilibrium, what will happen? When I am talking about the thermal equilibrium, what will happen? Rate of excitation will be equal to the rate of de-excitation. Are you getting the point? The rate of excitation is equal to the rate of de-excitation. Please use, write with the red pen. At thermal equilibrium, the rate of absorption, and rate of emission are equal. Rate of absorption and rate of emission are equal. That is RA is equal to what will happen? RA is equal to RST plus RSD, because what is RA? It is a rate of absorption. It is a rate of emission. It's a rate of emission. Okay. Rate of emission consists of two phenomena. One phenomena is called rate of spontaneous emission, and another phenomena is rate of stimulated emission. So RA is equal to RSP plus RST. Give it equation number 5. Now use equation number 3, 4, and what is the equation of RA? What is the equation of RA? What's the number? 2 minus E1. 2. Use equation 2. Use equation 2, 3 and 4 in equation 5, then equation 5 becomes, ठीक है. Now it's a mathematical part, it's a quite easy. Now you can compare the terms. What is RA? What is RA? What is RA?
B12.
RA is a
B12.
B12 N1 rho nu is equal to what is RSP? A21 N2, A21 into N2 plus what is the last? RS2 B21 N2. Now rearrange the terms. I will take this into left hand side. B1 to N1 rho nu minus B21 N2 rho nu is equal to A21 into N2. Any doubt, friends? So I will take the common, rho nu is common. What I get? B1 to N1 minus B21 N2 is equal to A21 into. Any doubt, friends?
No, sir.
Now what is rho nu? Rho nu is equal to A21 into N2 divided by B1 to N1 minus B21 N2. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And down.
No, sir.
So what I will do, I will use a trick here. The trick is A21 N2. I will take this term as a common factor. So if I will B21 N2 is common, what I get? B1 to N1 divided by B21 N2 minus 1. See, when I multiply this factor, when I multiply B21 N2 into in this term, again I am getting this equation. So it hardly makes any difference. So in the next equation, A21 N2 divided by B21 N2, B1 to N1 divided by B21 N2 minus 1. See, N2 will get cancelled with N2. So I get the rho nu is equal to A21 divided by B21 divided by B1 divided by B21 into N1 upon N2 minus 1. Give it equation number. What is the equation number? 6. Rho. So rho nu is equal to A21 upon B21, B12 upon B21, N1 upon N2 minus 1. Please write according to Maxwell Boltzmann statistics. According to Maxwell Boltzmann, two scientists who differently collaborate the work. In the 10 plus 2 you have, I think, derived this equation. N is proportional to e raised to power minus c upon k. What is N? N is the occupancy. N is the occupancy of the energy level. N is what is E? E is the energy. What is K? K is called a Boltzmann constant. And what is the value of Boltzmann constant? 1.38 into 10 raised to power minus 23 joule per Kelvin. What is T? T is the temperature in Kelvin. And KT is also called thermal energy. KT is also called thermal energy. KT is called thermal energy. First of all, please define N. N is the occupancy of an energy level. N is the occupancy of an energy level N is the occupancy of an energy level having energy E. Having energy E. Having energy E. Now I will use, this is a general equation. This is the general equation. I will use this equation for the two levels. For the two levels, first of all level 1 and that is for level 2. For level 1, this equation will become, for level 1, this will become N1 is proportional to e raised to power minus E1 upon kT. You getting my point? This is for this 7, 8. For level 2, N2 is proportional to
E power minus
e raised to power minus E2 upon kT. Divide 8 by 9. Divide 8 by 9. Basically, you want to calculate the N1 by 8. I want to calculate the N1 by N2. Divide 8 by 9. We get N1 is equal to N2. So constant of proportionality will eliminate. They will get cancelled. ठीक है, one constant will appear in the numerator and another constant will appear in the denominator. Both get cancelled. So N1 upon N2 is equal to e raised to power minus E1 upon kT. Okay friends, divide by e raised to power minus E2 upon kT. So here we will use the formula. What is the formula? X raised to power m divided by x raised to power n is equal to x to power m minus n. So N1 upon N2 will be N1 upon N2 will be minus E1 upon kT plus, ठीक है. See, this is a minus sign. In the numerator it will be a positive sign. It will be the positive sign. So take the LCM.
E2 minus E1.
Use the equation 1. What is E2 minus E1? E2 minus E1 is called a h nu. It's called the h nu. And what is h nu? H nu is the energy of the incident radiation. H nu is the energy of the incident radiation. Shabash. N1 upon N2 is equal to e raised to power h nu by kT. Give it equation number 10. Use 10 in 6. Use 10 in 6. Use 10 in 6. We get rho nu is equal to A21 upon B21 divided by B12 upon B21 into e raised to power h nu upon kT minus 1. This is very, very important equation. Give it equation number 11. Give it equation number 11. Give it equation. So this is equation number 11. So are you getting all the mathematical treatment or not? Yes. First of all, we have discussed the physics, the basic physics that is working behind the mechanism of the laser, and secondly, we have implemented the mathematics part. So earlier I have used to say that without mathematics, physics is not supposed to be interpreted. Mathematics is the essential part. Are you getting the point? For whatever we want to say, whatever we want to conclude, because we have to conclude the physics in the mathematics. For example, what is the Newton's second law? In mathematics, F is equal to ma. F is equal to ma. What is Newton's third law in mathematics? F12 is equal to minus F21. What is Newton's first law in mathematics? A is equal to 0. Acceleration is equal to 0. So it is very, very important to take the mathematics, to attach the mathematics with the physics part, with the physics core part. ठीक है, समझ आया आप सबको? Yes, sir. Andrew, are you getting the point or not? Are you getting the point? Patience. Okay. Now please write according to. We are reaching the last segment. According to Planck's radiation law, the rho nu is defined as this formula we have done in the lower classes. 8 pi h mu q upon c cube divided by 8 pi h mu q upon c cube into e raised to power h mu upon kT minus 1. Give it equation number 12. Give it equation number 12. This is the formula. ठीक है, that you have done in your 10 plus 2 class, in your road classes. So I have directly used the result. I have directly used the result. ठीक है. When you learn when you read the chapter of black body radiation, then this formula comes. That ठीक है. वहाँ पे ये formula आता है. So I am directly using the relation rho nu is equal to 8 pi h v cube upon c cube divided by k super h upon h nu by kt minus 1. Now compare 11 and 12. Now compare 11 and 12. What we get? Please compare 11 and 12. Compare equation 11 and 12. What we get? See, what we get? A21 upon B21 is equal to A21 upon B21 is equal to 8 pi h mu cube upon c cube. This is the formula we are getting. And another is C, is the denominator B12. See, we can write it as a 1. Multiply the factor 1. B12 upon B21 is equal to 1. B12, which implies B12 is equal to B2. So these are the two. What's the number? This is the 13. This is the. So I think we have derived the mathematical part of this laser. ठीक है. So especially for the absorption and spontaneous emission and stimulated emission. So I think that is the end of the session for today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.